I only get time in the week to review one song, and I condense my decisions down to whatever is a new entry in the charts on that specific week. So there are many songs that I'm unable to review. In this new segment, I'll be presenting to you 5 songs that I thought were the best of that month, as well as the 5 that I thought were the worst. I like to call this segment Hits and Shits. So let's kick things off. These are the top 5 hits and shits of January. Starting with the shits, at number 5, FlowRider, Let It Roll, a song that entered so low on the charts but has climbed up the numbers week by week. This is one of FlowRider's least impressive tracks. Sure, the guy has a low enough bar to beat every time he releases a new song, but it usually comes with a catchy and memorable hook that has the ability to stay in your head for days, and even when you don't think about it, it lingers in the back of your mind and pounces out on you whenever you least suspect it. Let It Roll doesn't even have that. You want to know what the lyrics are about? Well, you already know what the lyrics are about. Why? Because it's FlowRider. What else are his songs about? Number 4, Maynard featuring Wiley, Animal. Honestly, when I first heard this guy's material back in early 2012, I was really rooting for him. Maynard for me encompassed a fresh sounding artist that had a lot of promise and would be the standard for all the new young artists that were rising through the ranks. His first few hits were solid and I looked forward to what was coming next. That was until I saw that his next release would be with Wiley, and Jesus Christ was I justified in my trepidation. Wiley is bad enough already, but the quality of Maynard's lyricism on this track is very poor. It's repetitive, boring, lacking imagination, and the music is in no way appealing in the slightest. Number 3, Little Mix, Change Your Life. When I first heard this song, I instantly remembered the song Never Ever by All Saints, which filled me with imminent dread. Usually when current songs remind me of brilliant songs that I'd rather listen to from way back when, I'm always left feeling unclean. But the message of the song is just baffling. The song is about being defiant in the face of adversity, yet the chorus is imploring the listener who can relate to the verses to change their life. So hang on, the girls are encouraging defiance, all the while telling the listeners to change their ways in order for those who are belittling them to be appeased? Yeah, rather conflicting message if you ask me. Number 2, Calvin Harris featuring Tiny Temper, Drinking from the Bottle. Now, I'm a huge fan of Calvin Harris's work. The man has produced some incredible songs for some major artists and has had immense success throughout the last 2 years in the UK as well as the US. However, this is a shocking start to 2013 for the guy. There are 3 things that are wrong with this song. 1, this is the worst production that Calvin has ever done. 2, Tiny Temper is the featured artist. And 3, the song itself is atrocious. It's generic lyrics about getting absolutely wankered, all the while throwing random celebrity names and pop culture references without any rhyme or reason. So pretty much typical of almost every other dance song that involves a quote unquote rapper in it. Fuck this song. And the number 1 worst song of January, Amelia Lily, Shut Up and Give Me Whatever You've Got. Now I've already reviewed this song, so if you want to know my feelings, check out that review. But I emphasise, this is one of the laziest songs I've ever heard. It's uninspiring, lacks anything that could be even remotely deemed as good. It's just a shit song. So now we've got the worst out of the way, let's get the good ones out of the way. These are the top 5 hits of January. Number 5, Haim, Don't Save Me. A song that is simple in its sound, its catchy hook and quirky lyrical delivery leads to a hand-clapping, joyful little number, even though it's about the breaking down of a relationship. Girl groups are very few and far between in the charts nowadays, and the sisters from LA offered a neat little track that shows that they would make a great addition to the girl group market. However, like a lot of great songs that are released by virtually unknown groups, it lasted only 1 week on the charts, peaking at number 32. Be prepared to see a lot of songs on this list that appeared in the top 40 for only 1 week. Number 4, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis featuring Wan's Thrift Shop, a song that is currently sitting at number 2 in the charts after rising 22 places after its initial entry. Don't be surprised to see this at number 1 sometime soon. A song that is effectively a hipster fest where Macklemore endorses purchasing cheap clothing over mass-produced big brands and parades these clothes as being beyond the designer wear. This has an enjoyable lyrical delivery and catchy beat that you cannot help but enjoy. I find that it's the kind kind of song that you can't take too seriously, and that's what makes it fun. Number 3, David Bowie, Where Are We Now? I'm a 90s kid, so I wouldn't have listened to a lot of, if any, of David Bowie's material. So when it was announced that he had released a new song after being away from the music world for such a long time, it didn't really bother me that much. I knew of his major success back in the 70s and 80s, and that he's considered an icon, but still had no knowledge of his music. I decided to check out this song, and needless to say, I loved it. The Lamont style of the song, where Bowie reminisces on his past over a very despondent music accompaniment, equates to a stunning song and has made me want to listen to more of this man's music. Number 2, Bon Jovi, Because We Can. Another artist that I've heard a lot about, but have never taken the time and scoped out their work. And to tell you the truth, I can't really find much wrong with this song. It's catchy as hell, very upbeat, and a cheerful fist pumper of a song. Some have criticised the song for being too cheery and sounding very hackneyed in some places. However, for me, this is what I love about a good rock song. Something that's passionate and has the ability to hype up a crowd and overall makes you feel good. And the number 1 best song of January is Jake Bugg, Lightning Bolt. A little home truth now, I've got a very soft spot for country and folk music. There's something about its simplicity and rustic feel that I find so overwhelmingly charming and irresistible that I'm usually a sucker for those kind of songs. And what do you know, the 18-year-old country/folk singer-songwriter has one of those. Lightning Bolt is an electric guitar-based feet stamper that is simply heartwarming, cheerful and intimate. You can imagine being seated in an enclosed surrounding, clapping and stamping along with the lyrics to the song, having a fun knees up and being merry and not having a care in the world.